Apple and blackcurrant juice is for some reason my life. Don't judge. What's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. We're back in the spinning chair, which means we've got some new products to try out. Yesterday I was at Coles supermarket and I was shopping for some toiletries and stuff because I'd run out, and of course I wandered past the makeup aisle and I found a brand called Mode. And I bought 3 products from them. They were $3 each, which was really affordable. So I got a foundation stick, a bronzing powder, and a little eyeshadow duo as well. Which we're going to be trying them all out today, seeing what the pigmentation's like, seeing what the coverage is like with the foundation. We're in a good place at the moment to be able to test out foundation because I've got a lot of spots, I've got a lot of redness, I've got a lot of kind of just hormonal acne going on, which is horrid, I know, TMI. And yeah, so I thought it would be a really good opportunity to try out the Mode 2-in-1 foundation and concealer stick, which I don't know how it's going to go. It was $3, so if it's crap, don't judge, but I'm here to test these things out, so you don't have to. I'll give a little bit of background of Mode. So Mode is a brand that hasn't been around for that long, I don't think. They're sold at Coles and Safeway. You can get them at various places in Australia, but they're not in the chemists or like, excuse me, too much juice. So they're not in the chemists or Sephora, of course. They're just kind of a supermarket brand, I guess you could say, and I'd never come across them. So Mode is 100% cruelty free and is accredited on Choose Cruelty Free list if you wanted to check that out. The entire range is $3. Everything that they have is $3. They have everything from eyeshadow to liquid liner to pencil liners, mascara, pressed powder, liquid foundation, foundation as a stick, which is what I've got, lipsticks and nail polish. So they're quite a versatile brand. They have a few products. I'm going to be trying out 3 of them today because I just didn't want to buy too much in case it was rubbish. So that was like $3. Supermarket makeup, how good can it actually be? So I thought, why not take a chance? I probably should give it a chance, and we'll see how it goes. I also just wanted to put in a bit of a side note. I know I'm not the most glamorous YouTuber. I know I'm not somebody who sits here with backgrounds and things like that. I started my first couple of videos with a few backgrounds and backdrops and things like that, and really excessive lighting, and I just found that it's really not me. And I know that lighting is a key thing to see the real makeup, to see what it really looks like when you're looking at it under a magnifying glass, basically. And I find that I can do that with what I've got. I work with what I've got. I film in my bedroom at my grandparents' house, which I did say in my last video that I am going to be moving at the end of July, which is really exciting. But yeah, I'm not a glamorous YouTuber. I'm not somebody who sits here with, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of product. I buy most of my products from the pharmacy or drugstore, and I get a lot online as well. So things like Shop Miss A, things that are $1. I really like to indulge and delve into that cheaper side of makeup, just to kind of figure out that everything's going to be, you know, like that not everything needs to be expensive for it to work. And I really like that concept. I think that it's a great concept, and I love when other YouTubers do drugstore reviews and things like that, because it's really affordable, and most people out there, you know, they're not looking to spend $100 on an eyeshadow palette when they can get one for $12 from Kmart, you know what I mean? I know I'm not glamorous, I know I don't wear fancy clothes, I don't have big earrings, my hair's not done, you know, I just chuck it up in a clip. I'm just not fancy. I'm just not fancy, and I'm not going to apologize for that, because I'm me. And if you don't like watching my videos, you don't have to. I'm not making you. So yeah, if you do enjoy these, please give it a thumbs up and a like, and hit that subscribe button down the bottom somewhere, that way, this way, I can't remember which side it is. And yeah, let's get into the makeup. So I've gone in and I've zoomed you up a little bit closer just so you can get a closer look at the foundation as I'm applying it, see how it works, see how thick it is, how thin it is, how it blends out. I haven't moisturized my face yet, so we will do that. So of course we're going to prime. I'm going to go through with my normal priming routine to test out the concealer. I'm currently using a pore filler from OXX, which is a brand from Kmart. I think I got this for about $2 or $3 as well. Cheap brand, but don't let that deter you. They're actually got some really good products. That just exploded everywhere. Their pore filler is slightly coloured, So it looks like this. But it actually does work. I find that it works. It's probably not as great as like a Benefit Professional or anything like that, but in my problem areas I just find that it's actually a really kind of half decent pore filler on the cheaper side. And then to mix with that, here's my contour palette. Ignore that. And then next I've got the OXX Mineral Primer in Matte Clear, which I just put over the rest of my face. It's a very soft primer. It makes your skin feel really nice. I think I got this one for $3 as well. Also, the same brand as the pore filler, so it works well together. I hate priming my nose, especially when I have a cold. It makes me want to sneeze. And we'll let that settle for a couple minutes and then I'll be right back. So it's been a minute since I put on my primer, so we shall dive in with the foundation. And you get quite a bit of product. I don't know how much exactly. I'm sure it told me on the packaging, on the plastic packaging that it came in. You get about this much product, which doesn't really look like that much, but in person it looks like it'll go a long way. So I have no idea what this foundation is like. I've never played with it. I've only swatched it. I don't know how it's going to go on my face because I haven't looked at it under a beauty light, but what have we got to lose really? So we'll just I don't even know where to start. Okay, so first off, it's quite smooth. I don't know if that's my primer helping it or if it's the actual foundation itself. I don't normally use a stick foundation, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm more of a liquid foundation, so we'll start with that. And I've just got a beauty blender. I'm just going to dampen my beauty blender because I can't be bothered to get up with some. And then we're just gonna buff. Okay, so first of all, I don't know how this is gonna go. This is very it comes out quite thick, but it really does not have that much coverage at all, like at all. It's very strange. I'm just patting it out with my beauty blender, and you can kind of see the stripes where I place the product, which is not good. It's not what we like. Oh, it's got this really kind of sticky, tacky sort of consistency. Maybe I'll try putting it on a different way. I'm gonna have to. Alright, I'm gonna try applying it straight to my beauty blender. Buff that out here on my chin. We'll try that. I don't know if you can see that. It's a very strange consistency. We'll go in again with another layer. We'll go a different way. That doesn't sound good. And we'll try and make this work. I don't really know how this could be a foundation and a concealer because the coverage is just kind of not there. I don't know if it's intended to be a full coverage or a medium coverage or even a light sort of a sheer coverage foundation. But when it suggests that it is concealer and foundation in one, you would kind of expect it to be full coverage, and it's really not. Okay, so looking at my face up close, it's got a very powdery sort of a look once it is buffed out. I'm not loving it. It doesn't really feel like I'm wearing anything on my face, but when I touch my face, it's very there. It's very kind of thick. My face, like, it just feels very thick on my face. Kind of like it's just sitting on top and it's not actually absorbing. So we'll try on my forehead and see how that goes. We'll give it a bit more of a rub and see if extra product is going to help. I doubt it is though, so I'll scooch down so you can see. You can see I've got quite a bit of product on my forehead. We'll buff that out. Hair, you're in the way. Oh my god, it looks like cake. It looks like just a very, can you see this? Can you see how cakey that looks? I mean, I know I don't have the greatest skin, but wow. It has this very sort of powdery finish to it once it's blended out. It's grabbing on all sorts of various spots around my face. It's, yeah, nah, not great. Didn't look too bad when I swatched it and sort of buffed it out with my finger, but putting it on my actual face is, the coverage is, it's trying to be there, but it's not there. And I've even got some here, and it's just, no, it's just really not giving me coverage the way that I'd like it to. I mean, on this side it's one layer, and on this side it's two. I mean, you could probably give it a couple of layers and, you know, you might get some coverage, but then I feel like it's just going to crease. I feel like it's just going to crease everywhere. But for the love of the makeup, we will keep going and we'll try to make this work. I mean, I'm not saying, if anybody out there uses this foundation on the daily and they like it, then I'm happy for you, and if it obviously works for you. But for me, and I've got quite combination skin, but I also have very dry skin up in my T-zone area, it's yeah, it's not working for me. Oh god, I feel like I'm just beating a dead horse here. Like, it certainly brightened up underneath my eye. Certainly brightened it up, but it didn't conceal anything. Like, it's just no. So I just quickly ran outside to check the mail in case the mailman was going to produce the goods today and bring me some things that I ordered online, which he has not, unfortunately. But even just walking and feeling the wind against my face, I just feel so thick. My skin feels like it's got such a thick, heavy consistency product on it, which it does basically. So I'm definitely not loving this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my trusty Matte and Paula's Fit Me foundation, and I'm going to put that over the top and see if we can kind of make this work. So, because at the moment it's a bit of a bust. If you compare this side to this side, there is quite a difference. And you know, I know that we're not really reviewing the Matte and Paula's, and we know that it's a good foundation, but the two products together is actually not too bad. So okay, so the foundation was a little bit of a bust, which I'm disappointed about, but putting the Matte and Paula's over the top has definitely kind of recovered it. My face still feels very cakey, of course, because it's underneath, but Matte and Paula's on top has definitely stopped the sticky consistency, which is nice. I hate sticky consistency foundations. They feel horrendous, and it moves all day. So the concealer has blended out as it normally would, but I feel like I have a lot of product on my face, which more than likely I do. I am in the market for a new setting powder, something affordable, so if anybody has any suggestions, feel free to comment it down below. That would be really great. That would really help me out. So if you've used it and you think that it's great, then, you know, recommend it. Let me know and I'll give it a whirl. Setting powder is on. Don't drop things. I'm just going to grab a big fluffy brush and I will just powder the rest of my face. Next I've got the bronzer. We'll try a bit of bronzer, a bit of bronzing from Mode. It looks really pretty in the pan. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a bit of a sparkle to it. It's quite iridescent, so I will swatch it. It's got, oh, that's dark. Oh lordy, and it's got a bit of fallout to it as well, so I think we're going to have to be quite careful with this product. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. I'm going to lightly, oh, that's fallout. Wow. Okay, so this, oh, it's just gone everywhere. Wow. Okay, we're going to go in and hope for the best. Oh. Hello, pigment. Jeez, okay. Light hand, everybody. Light hand in this product. Light hand. Need a very, very light hand. That has a lot of, that has a lot of fallout. I don't love it. The colour's not bad, and it blends quite easily. I mean, I wouldn't contour with it, because it is it iridescent on the face? It's not too iridescent on the face. It's powder everywhere. But it's definitely bronzed up my face more than it was. I don't love it, and I don't hate it. Oh, there is a bit of iridescence there. It's I've brought you in a little bit closer. It's quite patchy here. Overall, it's, I mean, it added colour, and that's what it's supposed to really do, but I don't love the patchiness of it here. I think that even if I was to buff it out until my arm fell off, it probably wouldn't fix itself. Probably just because it's so pigmented, and I went in with a heavy, feeling very powdery. I feel very powdery, very kind of, oh, I don't know. I feel very, very powdery today. So I think I'm going to do some blush, and then I'll set the face with some setting spray and see how that goes. We've added some blush and some colour to the cheeks, and we're still looking like, in my mirror it looks pretty good. Like, in my mirror it looks fine. On camera I look very patchy here, and especially here as well. So we're definitely looking better than when we started though. So I have got quite a bit of coverage going on at the moment. Covered up a lot of spots and dots that I had going on, which is lovely, which is what we want. I'm going to quickly contour, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done some brows and some contour. I'm going to go in with the Mode Duo eyeshadow here. It's in Brulee is the shade or product, and then you've got a dark brown here and then kind of a lighter colour here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover my whole lid in this lighter colour and then go in with this dark brown and build it up and create a crease. So I've already put some primer down on my eyelids, so no need to do that. So I'm going to grab a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to work this light colour all over my lid. A little bit of fallout, not much though. I'm going to swatch this. Right, okay. I'm going to swatch this dark colour and see if that's any better. Oh, that is better. Okay. Interesting. So I'm going to go in with this brown now. Oh yeah, that's more pigmented than the white. Yeah, it's definitely not difficult to blend, and it does blend out quite nicely. It's very pretty. But I don't know how, I don't know about that white colour. That lighter colour is definitely a bit of a miss. I'll try it with a flat brush, with a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'll see if that does any difference. I'll put it all over my lid. Oh, that just makes my lid look really powdery. And it is so patchy. I'm so patchy. Can anybody see that? Can you see that? Patchy that is. Ugh. Nah, that's, okay. Nah, that's definitely a miss. The white is horrendous. The brown colour is really pretty though, so I will be using that again, but I don't recommend that white at all. It's just, it's not workable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl True Naked Nudes palette and just finish off this look. So I'm going to quickly go off camera, do a wing, put some mascara on, and then I'll be back to give my final verdict. So I've done some eyeliner, some mascara, some lippy, and some highlight. I've gone way too heavy on the highlight on my nose, but that's fine. What else is new? So this is the final look that I have done today. The Mode products were a bit of a bust. So my final thoughts are the foundation is probably a no from me. I'm probably not gonna use that again. As a concealer, it was horrid. As a foundation, it did not give coverage. It felt really cakey. It felt sticky. It felt thick. So that's probably not gonna use that one again. The bronzer, look, it's not bad. It's really pigmented. It's got quite a nice shimmer to it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but at the same time, if it's the only one I had on hand, I would use it. But you know, for $3, you can't really complain about it. I think that $3 is pretty good value if it works. I didn't love it because of the patchiness that it gave me. This one is in the shade Sunkissed. There is other shades as well. I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but you know now. So even on the back it says a smooth powder foundation that provides an instant neutral even looking complexion. It's meant to be a bronzing powder, it's not a foundation, so I don't understand what they're trying to go with that. And then the eyeshadow duo, the darker colour was gorgeous. That's in my crease, as you saw me putting on. The white one, you saw it was bad. It just, no pigment, it looked like absolute just crap. It was powdery, it didn't have any colour payoff whatsoever, it just looked really horrible. So I think that all in all, look, I can't say that it makes me want to try their products again. I can't say that I want to sit there and go and buy a shit ton more of it and, you know, use it every day. But, you know, for the love of makeup, I thought I'd give it a go. And it didn't turn out as well as I was hoping to, but hey, you know, makeup is hit and misses. Some brands are hit and miss. Some brands have really good products and then they have really horrible products that they come out with. It's hit and miss. So if I'm given the opportunity to try more products by them, I probably will. I'll give it another go just because I might have chosen 3 products that were not their best. But you know, I thought that the darker shadow in the eyeshadow duo was really good. I thought that was really good. So if their other shadows can be like that, then I'll use them, hands down. I will use them. So thank you so much everybody for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe before you go. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And yeah, hope everybody has a good rest of the week. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye.